It's beginning to look a lot like syphilis. Everywhere it burns. Take a look at the hoe on the street, and maybe I will try to skeet all on her face until it makes her burn. It's beginning to... Maybe that's too much.
Piggy and Jake, we're all here today on Monday, December 16th. Happy holidays, guys. Everybody's here. We got our shots and our Hall of Fame cups. We got Dallas. I got the Browns. Bills right here. Steelers and Broncos. Pretty cool.
How do you feel, Jake? What a
Makes
treat.
me feel good. Well, I didn't like that came to my house in a package. It's the first time I've ever ordered Steelers gear in my life. It was crazy.
Big
First
steps.
and
Don't
last.
fumble your shot.
First things first. Shalom, everybody. Happy
Cheers,
fucking
y'all.
holidays.
Oh.
First thing is first, we got that out of the way, right? Second thing is second. There was a UFC card this past weekend.
There
It was
was.
a fight night. I got to watch a lot of the fights, and I didn't think it was going to be too crazy, but and I don't want to bring up too much of it. But Cub Swanson, at 41 years of age, was taking on Billy Quarantillo.
Do you ever find that any of these older guys, do you ever find that when they get older, I know I always bring up age because I feel like it's somewhat relevant. Do you ever feel like some of these guys are, okay, but do you ever feel like some of them are more in their prime due to experience and how long they've been fighting? Does it ever become prevalent that they're getting wins because of
I think age and experience, is a big thing. So like, you have to find that happy medium. So like, Cub's 41, his body's not where it used to be.
How's the other
So
guy?
like that, Billy, I don't know how old Billy was. He's a young dude though.
Okay.
But like, so 41 is not the ripe age of fighting. I think like 36, 35. That's a great age because you still got your body under you, and now you do have those fights under your belt. You got the experience going on because you've been there doing it. So like, the 25-year-old kids have this insane physique. They're complete athletes, but maybe they don't know how to fight the wrestler. They don't know how to take the judo guy, 5 rounds or whatever. But once they get a little bit older, get a couple of losses maybe under their belts or figure it out, and they still have their body, 34 years old, 35 years old, something like this. That's the fucking money age right there.
Because I feel that there's also like, as far as mentality wise, there comes a point in your life, maybe due to age, partially due to age too, where you start slipping up, you start taking a couple extra hits, or your reflex.
I think you gas a little quickly, and everything.
That too.
Everything
Yeah.
and
Like Tyson with Paul,
you
he
can see
gassed
it
by the first round.
with Cub when he came out swinging on Bobby. Bobby was active.
That's what you have to do, though. Don't you got to try to knock him out first?
He was trying to move it around, and he was hitting him really good in the first round. Second round came on, and he was kind of he was losing a little bit of his step. Cub was, which is
he almost won. Huh?
He almost got put down a couple of times, but he came with his awesome left right in the third. I almost said third quarter. In the third round, and put a really good fighter in Billy down. Billy's a Buffalo dude.
And this was only a 3-round fight, correct?
Yep, it's 3 round. And he wouldn't say that
From
he was...
Buffalo kid. Looks like he's in pretty good shape. Looks like he's probably in his 26, 27 around there.
He's a tough kid too. He put up a hell of a fight.
And he had to come through the ranks to get here. I'm assuming, right? Was he
Yeah.
in Bellator or anything before?
36. I don't
36.
know that. He's 36, so that's
Buffalo. How many buffalo chicken wings can he eat at one sitting?
I don't know. You're from Buffalo. Don't you know this guy? Call him. Don't you know
He's
him?
got cauliflower here on his right side.
You
Well,
like that?
left, but I mean, it would be his right side.
Ooh, they both got it.
He's been beaten before, huh?
But Cub didn't say he was going to retire after this. He said he did tell his wife this would be his last fight. But Cub Swanson's had a wonderful.
So he's Tom Brady and her. Oh, this is my absolute last fight. I'm never going to fight again. I swear to God. I love the kids. We're going to have a family life. And then
they had the main
6
event.
months down the road, guess what, baby? I signed up for another fight. Fuck you. Want to leave? Go ahead. I don't care.
The main event was Colby Covington versus Joaquin Buckley. This was supposed to be Ian Gary versus Buckley, but obviously about 4 weeks ago they offered Ian Gary the shot fight.
Covington and who?
Covington and Joaquin Buckley.
Thank you.
Which I think was a better fight for Joaquin Buckley. I don't think he gets past Ian Gary, but Colby Covington is right for the taking. He's another one that might be done here pretty soon. I don't know how much.
Covington?
Yeah, I don't know how much you can get out of it. He really needed to win this.
Is he older as well?
Keep his relevancy. 38, 37. All the shit he talks and things he does, it only really works when you
back
win
it up and you win it, right?
Yeah. This is the first time in his career. 36. Okay.
Obviously, he's a good fighter. He wouldn't be in this league.
No,
if
he is a good
wasn't,
fighter. He's just,
Um,
he was the interim welterweight champion for a minute.
is he cocky? Is that what's stopping him? Is
He
letting
talks
his
a lot of
attitude get out?
shit.
Yeah, that's what doesn't
And he
always
says
help you.
he says pretty fucked up shit just for the fact of saying fucked up shit. Sometimes I think it is. I don't think there's any thought for it.
His nickname is Chaos, so.
Yeah, he just I don't know. He's a bit fucked up. And he got a cut over his eye in this one, and that ended it. The doctors stopped the fight, I think, in the third round. But Joaquin just looked a little like a step better than him. Even when it went to the ground, Colby's a good wrestler, but Joaquin was the better wrestler and the better striker, and just overall better. Colby really needed to win this to keep his relevancy. He'll always be remembered as the guy who couldn't beat Kamaru Usman. When Usman was the title holder, he fought him twice, he lost twice. I don't know what's left for him. I guess he's still going to fight.
Nowhere to go but down for him.
Yeah,
Huh?
and Joaquin's going up. Ian Machado Gary's going up. Even in that loss 2 weeks ago to Shotkov, Ian Gary did really, really good. So I think there's some cool fights to be made in this welterweight division. Obviously, Leon Edwards is still there. Ian Gary versus Leon Edwards. Joaquin Buckley versus Leon Edwards. Those are good fights. I'd really like to see those. So we'll see what happens. But Colby was talking a bunch of shit about LeBron.
Yeah, so what was the point of that? What was he just...
I don't know.
Is that who he's trying to fight next or something?
I don't know why
Why?
he wanted to call LeBron out or do all that shit, but obviously LeBron does kind of get called out.
Does Colby think he has some underlying information or something that he's gonna spring out? Oh, I got this on LeBron. I mean, who cares? I get it, but I get why. But is he trying to get press out of this, or what's he really trying to do? Because I don't care if you think you know something about LeBron, and I don't care about LeBron enough to even want to look at something like that.
Well, I think LeBron's just the next victim on the warpath of
But
this,
why
all
is
this Diddy
he?
shit.
Why is he taking it upon himself to call him out?
I don't
Who
know.
the fuck is this guy?
I don't know. Obviously, he was just disturbed by it. Maybe he just doesn't like LeBron, and now LeBron's kind of in some stuff. He wanted to call him a scumbag and tell him he's a piece of shit. That's exactly what he fucking did too. Called him a scumbag. We could bring up what he actually said, but it was pretty short and sweet. He pretty much just said he was disgusting, he's a scumbag. There's videos of him dancing with Diddy at one of his parties and singing to like a Migos song.
Yeah.
There's like videos of like them like Skyping each other at some points. With home and
that's
Diddy's there and they're
gross.
kind of dancing and singing each other. And also there's videos
What was he
4 years
Skyping him
ago.
for? Was Diddy like sliding him some money to do some stuff?
It's actually a weird Skype because LeBron with a glass of wine, he's like dancing as Diddy was a bunch of like dudes. So it's like R&B singer like dancing.
Well,
It's
you know.
weird.
It's probably
Metrosexual
112. It's probably his backup group 112 came back.
Diddy's like dancing, then he leaves for a second. His shirt says "hurt" on it, and he leaves for a second. And the other guys just kind of get in the camera and start doing these weird, almost.
I want to see
I don't
that
know.
one.
It's very weird. But also, there's video of LeBron 4 years ago saying "Ain't no party like a Diddy party." So
We've
how
all seen.
involved was he in this?
But they ain't no party like a Diddy party. That doesn't convince me enough. Anybody could. You could film. You could go up to Ice Cube. Ice Cube, and he's like, "Ain't no party like a Diddy party." Does that mean he was there? No, absolutely not. I don't care if it was just said. I want to see proof.
LeBron's high up on his guest
I
list.
do feel that LeBron was involved. By the way.
With what?
Can you imagine the movie that comes out for this? And I'm not saying that it should, but can you imagine where they bring out a movie where it's about some freaking rapper born in the Bronx who his mother's a hoe and bangs guys in front of him. Then all of a sudden he becomes this. He opens up a label in the basement. Becomes this.
Jay-Z, right?
I'm talking about Puff Daddy.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
Jay-Z was a coke dealer in New York for his whole life. So Puff Daddy starts off in his basement, originally brings Craig Mack into the mix. That was supposed to be his guy. Craig Mack flops. Biggie's in. Then for his first sacrifice was Biggie. For Jay-Z, it was Beyonce's first child that he really originally got her pregnant with. They had to sacrifice that child, is what's been said, as far as like in the song.
What is this? What?
This is, why would I make this up? I'm not making this up. It's been said already. I mean, it's kind of already.
Whether it's true or not.
Beyonce.
I think the truth has to be somewhere in the
in
middle.
between, right?
Yeah.
But Beyonce does have a song talking about how she sacrifices her first child for Jay-Z. So that was her consummation for the marriage, was to sacrifice their first love child that they had.
Why?
I don't, because there's some.
Because this is part of the
Illuminati.
This is part
Illuminati.
Of the Illuminati. This
Illuminati,
is part of the
right.
whole-
Right.
So
God damn.
That's how deep we're talking. We're talking underground cities where people go to visit.
Yeah,
J-Lo has pictures with Diddy of her and Diddy sitting naked about a bunch of naked.
Who does?
I saw it.
Diddy and J-Lo, when she first started, I feel she was forced into it and was forced to see a lot of shit she didn't want to see, and that's why she left. She didn't want to be involved.
That's kind of part of the whole.
Why do you think she abruptly in the media left Diddy, and everybody was like, "Why'd you leave him? He's so good to you."
Yeah.
And abruptly left him, and there was no talk about it after that. Why do you think all these celebrities praise Beyonce when they get their awards? They have to say, "Well, Beyonce's album was better than mine, but I'm glad for this award." They have to acknowledge her, or I don't know what happens if you don't. But they all do it. That's why they said Kanye West, when it looked absurd when he interrupted Taylor Swift about that award, they said that was absurd. But they said years later he might have been saving her from Beyonce because she wouldn't acknowledge Beyonce. And he came in and said Beyonce's album was better, blah, 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 to save face for her. She's still going, so. I don't know what all the truths are, but this is what people are talking about. Kind of fucking makes sense.
Right. There's some kind of
Presidents all do it.
elites.
They spill blood. There's sacrifices. They've all. What do
you think Epstein Island was?
I just want to point out one more thing about 9/11 now, as opposed to what's going on with Bush. That may have been Bush's sacrifice. You had to put that on his campaign, 9/11, that was obviously set up and staged because of what they discovered. And
I mean, we're getting into a lot of territory that who knows what the reason for any of this is. The Epstein thing is pretty clearly
he was
an
killed.
Intelligence thing that in order to get leverage on people.
So that now you knowing that, do you think it's so far off that all this other stuff, you're stretching the truth, but it could happen? Right?
Absolutely. Okay. I tend to think that we as dumb citizens are going to be very disappointed when none of this turns into what we want it to. We're expecting some revelation to come out and to find the truth out. We will never know the truth.
Do you think that's because they will cover it up and not tell the people what
I
the
think
truth
it's
is?
because they will partially cover it up.
Or do you think because it's not true?
Partially because we are overhyping to some degree.
Well, overhyping doesn't exist because that's not something. This isn't what I want to happen. This is where the error.
No, that has nothing to do with desire.
Okay.
Or want. It's whether they and you got to think it's kind of a brilliant move is to throw all this shit at you and have you go, "This is fucking crazy," and then they turn around and they point at you and they go, "This guy's a fucking kook. These guys are fucking out of their minds." It's kind of a brilliant chess move.
Not for me because I'm neither here nor there. It doesn't matter what I believe, so I don't care.
The fact that we are
talking about it,
discussing it is, fodder for the fire.
Is it though? Because I mean, no. The reason I'm asking you is it though because if this is really happening and kids have been being abused for decades,
kids are being abused by rich
celebrities,
and folk alike. Yes.
Then something needs to be done. I don't care if it's speculation or what the truth is.
Nobody's saying that.
If somebody was doing that to one of my kids, there's no amount of money that wouldn't stop me from finding you and slitting your throat and watching you die. If somebody was to abuse my son like that, any one of my kids, I would find.
I understand that that's a natural. That's what.
You're not paying me money. Diddy's not calling me, "Hey, I want Leo for the weekend." That would never freaking. Same thing with if Michael Jackson would have called and said, I want you here for the weekend.
Yeah, but isn't part of the whole thing, and this is kind of getting off topic, but isn't part of the whole, my understanding is Michael Jackson was kind of like a victim in this whole situation?
Because of his abusive dad, sure, but if you watch...
Well, not even that. I mean, that's obviously...
Look, let me end this real quick. If you watch the documentary about Michael Jackson and what he did to these children, it's a mentality. It's a state of mind.
Can I just play, not that I necessarily believe this, can I just play the devil's advocate for a second?
Yeah.
What if Michael Jackson got somehow involved with whatever grander situation is going on?
Like this situation?
Sure. Let me just hear me out for a second.
I'm sorry. You're right.
Michael Jackson finds out about all this. And he's obviously, Michael Jackson was for sure a fucked up individual. And he was saying, no, like I'm not going to be part. Like I don't want to be part of this. And they said, all right, watch what we'll do to you. We will ruin your reputation, and we will create this narrative that you will never be able to escape from.
Look how he died too.
Yeah, but
Drugs,
listen.
prescriptions.
I totally agree with what you're saying, but if it ever came down to that, he was obviously involved in some small form of way earlier on for them to even have anything on him. He wasn't clean cut, or they wouldn't have had.
It's not clean cut, but it's like you said. Michael Jackson was. This is my understanding. Michael Jackson was a very deranged individual.
He was
that
abused.
His
childhood
was
mentally,
very,
physically.
So he thought it was. This is the way, at least I am interpreting. Michael Jackson thought it was okay. I don't think he was doing what you said he
I don't
was
think he
doing,
wanted to hurt the kid.
but I think he was sleeping in beds with them. I don't think he was doing anything sexually with these
You don't
kids.
think that? I'd love to. Listen,
I don't think so.
Listen,
I
I would love to believe that that's true. Because
I think he was.
I was a huge Michael
I think he's
Jackson
doing
fan.
weird shit with him.
Yeah,
I don't think he
thought-
ever wanted the kid
He
to
never
be
wanted
think
to
he was
grow
letting
up. That
her
was the
drink
whole
wine? You
Neverland
think he was-
Ranch. He never wanted to grow
He
up.
might have been drinking wine with them.
He didn't want to hurt him. He wanted to show him a good time.
Because his
He
kids-
got a little weird.
Look, his adopted kids, they're a little messed up, but they're not
Well,
sexually
they hardly
abused.
ever knew him. They hardly knew him.
That's not true. His first child, what was her name? Paris? Or
Paris.
She's not.
No, it was a monkey.
She knew him very well. She was by his side for a lot. If you ever
But when
watched,
she was like 7 when he died, or younger.
yes,
But that's formative.
but that would be saying that like I work all the time. Leo knows me very well. I work
Yes, but
every
Leo will
day.
know you better when he's an adult and can have.
But do you see the correlation? Like he doesn't see me except for a couple hours a day.
Yes.
Paris didn't see Michael Jackson for but a couple
That's
hours.
not. But that's you.
Okay,
You're
alright.
making a point that I'm not making. My point is
Sorry.
that she is and your son is. You think your son really knows you? Your son doesn't understand you.
My other two don't either.
They have
That's
no
what-
idea what you're
And
doing.
I'm not saying that because it's you. I'm saying that's because they are children and they don't have a grasp on the world that allows them to model you in it.
I guess I totally see that. And plus, if you're in the limelight, like the way Michael Jackson's kids were, he did keep them under wraps a lot. Put blankets around or scarves to
Yeah.
wrap them around. Yeah, okay. I can see where you're coming from. And
I mean, I'm not even if you.
the point you're making, though, like I'm really hoping you're right because, as I said, Michael Jackson, kids grew up with him. We respected him. He made a lot of great music.
King of pop, baby.
You don't want to know
And we are getting fed. We are getting
I mean,
told
what
what
the
the media
information.
wants you to know.
We are exactly.
Exactly. Our
So-
information is shit because it's just what people want to know.
All right, before we
Anything
go into
that's actually-
football, we're taking a break, just so you know,
Yeah, for sure.
because we've been doing this for like a half hour now.
Yeah, well, obviously we're gonna have a break before we go to football. I mean, that's why we do fucking segments. You piece of shit.
Yeah, but you had the that's no point talking about. You had the football tie in with the UFC, so I was just wondering.
When did I have you?
When you sent me the text.
No, I did not. It said first segment, fucking UFC,
And
Diddy LeBron.
I'm just saying we went off on a tangent about.
No, it's good. This is what I want to talk about because I mean,
I
it's
feel
something
bad
back
for
in.
doing that. Is what I was
The
saying. We were
Illuminati.
talking
It's something.
something important about UFC with you, which is what I like to do, and then we went off on this tangent.
I like this. This is what I
Okay,
what
well, I
I
didn't
want to do.
I didn't think you were okay with it, so that's good.
No, that's
I
exactly
mean,
what I wanted to
Do
do.
you want to brush up
It's
on
fucking interesting, is it not?
it? It's very
I mean,
interesting.
And
It's
like
very,
came
it's
to the
very
conclusion,
sad.
we'll never fucking know. But it's cool. It's cool to know we'll never know, and it's cool to see what's coming out because it may be just a little glimpse of a window into what
Some of
happened.
it's not cool. Like a lot of this stuff that Diddy.
I don't think
You're right.
he's
I
saying
didn't
that.
mean that.
I don't think he's saying the substance is cool.
No,
Right,
the
right,
substance
right.
is terrible.
It's cool to understand what's going on. I guess. Yeah.
I like to know that somebody's actually, it's actually getting brought to light in a small, minuscule part. You know, like maybe we're not going to tolerate this shit for the rest of humanity. You know, like this island of elite fucking old politicians and music writers and athletes who are
But
doing
here,
horrendous and terrible things. Is it going to be tolerated for forever? There's going to be a like I said, a small window into what's actually going on, so that maybe it can fucking stop because that's fucking terrible.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
mean,
fucking gross.
my
You're
final
more
take on
optimistic
this.
than I am.
My final take on this is that we shouldn't stand for it. Something should be done. I don't know why it hasn't already because obviously, like you said, there's stuff we don't know about. But why are these
Anybody who
people-
has had a hand in this, who has had a hand in suppressing information about
what would you
this,
like to see from that?
who is-
Bottom line, what would you like to see? Prison for all of them for life? They never get a chance of.
I'm way more dark than
I was
that.
going to say there's someone that's going to step right in line and do the same thing.
I'm going to say we're going to turn right back around and say, why did they kill that guy before we found out the truth? Just like with Epstein, just like with whatever, it's going to be...
That's fair. I guess what I'm saying is we find out this is true. Everything is disgusting and awful. And listen, we have these 10 people that are the actual real reason it happened.
And I'll
and
tell
we
you
know
what,
that,
then
yes, they should be executed.
Diddy and Beyonce and Jay-Z, they will get sacrificed for their masters. And because...
I hope we find their masters and
Diddy
we
is the
sacrifice
fucking
them.
kingpin
No,
of
I think Diddy is the jester.
He's
I think Diddy's the
He's not
jester.
a jester. He's really good. He's one of the captains.
No.
But he's not the...
He's the dumbest captain I've ever seen.
No, they're sacrificing him. They had it.
Right.
I get that.
Yeah.
But like for him to
What
go
did
on,
that FBI officer say? The retired guy said that the Homeland Security put that fucking warrant out for that for the first. Remember when this all shit started happening and they first searched his house? They came out with boxes and trash bags full of stuff, but they didn't even search his second
they already
residence.
took out the
They
pizza
searched
boxes.
his first residence and they came out with boxes and trash bags full of stuff. What do you think that stuff was? It was evidence on people,
Who
on
knows?
politicians.
Here's what I'm going to say. You know why I don't believe that? Because he doesn't just have that one residence. He has many residences. They're all spotless after his party. He pays people to go in there and take any evidence out, clean it up, deal with it.
Semen and shit and fucking tears, but not the fucking videos, not the fucking pictures, not any kind of lists and things that would actually put these people on these locations doing these things.
I want to say something without you getting pissed off and yelling at me here. Have you seen any video, other than what we've seen, any video evidence of what they're accusing? No, we haven't seen it. Because he obviously meticulously took care of that while leaving whatever he didn't care about being seen saw. Because it doesn't matter, because it's always going to be hearsay. It's always until somebody comes out and has pinpointed and there's video evidence or something.
Anything else you guys want to say?
We got a lot of football to talk.
No.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk some fucking football. Hey, before we end this first segment, though, real quick, I know you guys, if you're watching this, obviously you know where to find us on YouTube, Picking and Jake. But we now have a Twitter, or excuse me, an X. We're now on X. We now have
don't call it Twitter. You really did.
Listen, I didn't mean to do that. We're now on X. We're now on Instagram, and we now have a Facebook. Piggy and the Jake. If you know how to spell it, then you know how to find it. Okay.
So we're on X, digging into all these conspiracy theories.
Well, I don't know if we're going to be doing that on X.
Not. I'm just saying that's where all.
Kevin and I will probably be doing some little side, small question content, posting on their pictures. Just trying to keep it loose and friendly. Talking with some of the more locally friendly podcasts and
that's a t-shirt. That's a t-shirt right there. Loose and friendly.
Loose and
Piggy and the Jake. Loose and
just so
friendly.
you guys know, you can find us on there too. Maybe we can get Adam to post some links in the on the YouTube for it. All right. We'll be back here with some week 15.
We need to fill one
Last
of
week was
these spaces
week
with
15,
an Adam
right?
cam.
Week
right
15 football.
Week 15. We are in week 15.
Yeah.
2 games tonight.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So we'll be back with some week 15.
Yeah.
Biggie and Jake, we're back.
Holy
Shit. We're going to talk week 15. So we're actually, like you guys keep showing.
Shalom. Shalom, homie.
You guys keep telling me. We're in week 15, Jake. I know we're in week 15.
Maybe we're excited
2 games
about it.
tonight. Bears at Minnesota, I believe. Yeah, Bears at Minnesota and Falcons at Raiders. Is what it is.
So, any thoughts on why they did a doubleheader Monday night game again this late into the season with,
You were the one with the answer to that early in the season. They just want to sell.
I have no problem
I
with them
thought
doing
that,
double
but
Monday nights.
that's what they would do. And I get it. I guess eventually what we're going to go to in the future will be more doubleheader Monday night games.
I love doubleheader Monday night games. I just week 15 they need to be some fucking meaningful games. Like
Yes,
Bears
that's
Vikings
what I want to say.
is okay, but Bears are 4-9. The Vikings are 11-2. I mean that division is pretty much decided. The wild card's pretty much decided for the
Vikings won
Vikings.
this one convincingly.
So I whether it's a good game, I guess, and in football's best division, but whatever. And then Falcons Raiders, who the fuck wants to watch that? Now I get it. You can't predict this shit at the beginning of the season.
I could have predicted that was going to be a terrible game, though. I'm sorry. I never had faith in the
Why
Falcons
are
or
the
the
Raiders on a doubleheader Monday night on week 15?
So what I'm going to say is I guess it bases on how much money the organization as a whole draws, and because they're in Vegas and they're the Raiders.
You think they're paying for these games?
I think it just draws. It somehow still draws cash, even though the teams suck.
Mm-hmm.
They should have flexed that Bills-Detroit game to tonight.
I would have been pissed.
I'm happy to wait. What?
If I was a Bills player or if I was a Detroit player, I would have been pissed. They took our Sunday game and moved it to Monday. Now you miss a day of practice on this week, heading into your next week things. Thank God neither of them are playing on Thursday. But still, you would.
They wouldn't flex it if
that
they had a
shit.
Thursday.
If I'm a Bills player, now I got to spend an extra day in Detroit. We're gonna miss a day of practice, and we still have to go. Who do you guys play next?
New England.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess that's
We have, here's their final schedule, super quick. New England, New York Jets, New England. That's our season.
If you want to flex a time on a day, that is what it is. But if you want to flex a whole day, I'd be pissed at week 15.
I totally get it, but here's the point. The only game that so obviously nothing's been flexed. The only game I could have convincingly seen flex this season would have been that Bills-Detroit game.
We got flexed.
You have to do it like not a week in advance, but there is a limit on it. You can't just do it.
Our Thursday night game, didn't the Browns get flexed for the Broncos?
I don't remember that. That's sure.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't remember.
Mm-hmm. And poor Broncos, they should have been pissed because they lost 2 days out of it. Because they had to play on Thursday night.
They're doing fine, aren't they?
Whatever.
Broncos still seem to be doing fine. Do they have a winning record?
Yeah.
They're
They're second in the division right now.
Good. They should be.
8-5.
I hope they end up getting a wild card and somehow playing the Chiefs.
Now, what will be really crazy is if the Broncos beat the Chiefs this week.
I want them.
Or, excuse me,
Are they playing them?
The Chargers beat the Broncos this week. I believe they're playing. It's Broncos Chiefs on Thursday. Broncos Chargers this Thursday.
I thought you meant the Chiefs.
At Chargers. I'm sorry. But the Broncos just took over the Chargers in that division. They're now second in that division. Now if the Chargers win, they're fucking tied up. That's a cool division.
I don't think they're gonna. I think the Broncos beat them, but
we'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
But tonight we'll see. So Adam and I are playing in the playoffs. You got the bodies. You whooped my ass last week. But me and Adam are playing right now. I have Jefferson tonight. I need 14 points from him to win.
Very
so
possible.
Something cool to keep your eyes on.
This is really good that you two are going head to head in such a close game. That's what you want to see.
Yeah, it's a close game. Very close game. You got 42 points out of Devontae Adams, 51 out of Goff.
Both sides, real quick, side bet. Justin Jefferson, over under 16 fantasy points. Over under.
Over.
Under.
16?
I get 15 to win.
He seems to think it's going to be tight. So, and
I don't like Jefferson against the Bears defense. I don't like him.
Really?
I like Addison against the Bears defense.
I wish I could tell you who their cornerbacks and safeties are right now, but I freaking can't.
No, but I know they're good. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
It's really all I care about. Well, we'll find out tonight. Last night we had a decent game, I guess. Packers Seahawks.
Yeah, I mean it was supposed to be, but
31-13, I think it was. It was okay.
30-13, yeah.
It was 30-13.
Yeah.
I
expect more out of Seattle.
We all picked the Packers on a show. I think we took the Seahawks.
We did.
We had a little change of heart.
Seahawks have been looking really good, man. They really crapped the bet on this one.
Well, they're leading that division over there in the NFC West. Not that it's a good division, but they're leading that. They had a stinker of a game last Thursday, 49ers and Rams. It was a stinker of a game.
Yeah.
That game sucked. What the hell happened to Debo? What the hell happened
to the Rams? They hang 44 on the Bills
yeah,
and then
they come back.
Go again. How does that happen?
I guess that's divisional football, I guess.
Was this only on Thursday that guy, or was this last week that they, I forget what position he played, he walked off and he wouldn't come in the game?
I forgot who that was.
The first one was a Raven, Baltimore Raven.
No, that was Deontay Johnson.
Yeah.
This was,
Campbell. I know you're talking about that, yeah, this guy.
Calais Campbell?
Devondre Campbell.
Campbell.
Alright, so it was this game.
Yeah, it was this game.
Why is this happening more and more? This is happening,
because you don't want money, I guess?
I don't know.
I don't understand
you don't make money unless you're playing.
In this sense, I mean, I saw it happening, but I didn't pay much attention to it because honestly, I'm not going to give this guy any attention.
Niners Campbell 3 games. He's only on a 1-year deal or whatever. So they were saying like, is he going to get signed?
I don't know if they'll ever play again.
Is he even good?
I mean, who's okay?
Who's going to sign him to their team?
Nobody. Nobody wants a guy that walks off the field.
I wouldn't play.
Didn't work out for Antonio Brown.
I don't know why he did it or what actually happened. Because like I said,
who's Antonio playing for when he left? Was it the Jets?
No.
When he walked up?
It was against the Jets.
Who's he playing for?
Bucks.
Tampa.
It was still
That's
the
right.
Bucks.
What an idiot. These guys, they
He's
think
got some
they're holier
mental
than
problems.
thou.
I mean, he's got some.
I understand that. Get help. You have money. Get help.
I guess so. Yeah.
You can get help. Whatever.
Brandon Marshall got help. All those years of mental health problems, and now he's a huge mental health advocate.
It could have been Antonio Brown if you cared. All right, so getting back onto this. That was
a shit game.
Yeah.
The Browns did end up doing one thing in that game. They hurt. Well, they didn't hurt him. All the extra.
What game are you talking
Jesus
about?
Christ, what the hell is that?
Christmas present.
Fuck me, it's
The
this
vibrator.
goddamn big. It's FedEx just showed up at my house with a box this fucking big.
so good.
Jesus Christ. It's like a table or something. Who the fuck
Jack,
is
your
that?
vibrator's here.
Anyway,
Jesus, it's 8 foot long. I know.
The MRI was negative on Patrick Mahomes' ankle, but we didn't end up doing that.
Aw.
Jameis Winston
Great.
was benched for throwing 3 picks. The King came in, he threw another fucking pick.
Yeah.
Thank God I started Kansas City
DTR did
defense
throw a
this week.
pick?
Yeah, it was 4.
He's terrible.
There were 6 turnovers in all by the Browns in this game.
Jameis will be
4
back in next game.
Yeah,
They can't play
it's terrible.
DTR. He's too terrible.
It was terrible. It was just bad.
You should have let Winston finish that game.
Jerome Ford did break off a 62-yard touchdown run or something.
That won't happen again.
62-yard.
I do like him, though.
Because Chubb
He's the guy
broke
now.
his foot.
He's the guy
Diddy.
now, so.
Yep.
Did not know that.
Who's
Chubb broke his
behind
foot.
Ford? Anybody? Do they have a running back behind Ford?
Yeah.
They have, what's that guy's name?
Pierre Strong.
It's Pierre Strong.
I don't know if Devontae Foreman's still playing. Deontay Foreman.
No, isn't he on the Bears?
I don't know what's
No,
going on.
I don't know where the hell he is anymore. Who cares? These guys get
It's
passed around
Did
like
they actually
coal.
break it?
Yeah, they said somebody stepped on it and he broke his foot.
All
That's what
right.
they said.
So what are we going to say about this game? What happened is what we all picked the Chiefs, right?
I picked the Browns because I was having a moment, but we picked the Chiefs in our.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
everybody
we
knew
knew-
the Chiefs were going to pick.
Here's the thing. I picked the Chiefs only on the belief that I knew they were going to win, but I did truly believe this was going to be a closer game.
Mm-hmm.
I thought famous Jameis was going to come out here and throw 3-4 touchdowns. This was going to be a closer game. I really believe that.
For us to have 6 turnovers and then to only score 21 points, shame on them. Shame on them. Because they could have broke this fucking game
Look,
up.
here's the problem. The Browns are in trouble. All right, now they're playing good. They're putting together some efforts and some good games, but you're going against the number 1 team in the AFC right now. Okay? Look at the score. If this was the Bills versus the Browns right now and we took advantage, what's the score there? 45, 46. Right.
Nothing.
This is supposed to be the number 1 team in the AFC. 21-7? That's fucking sad. And I'm not saying, I do think it should have been a closer game too as far as the Browns go because I respect them and I know famous James is better than this. But listen, homie, 21-7.
Not good enough. Not good enough for a Chiefs
absolutely
team.
not.
Not good enough. It does not bode well for the Chiefs.
So it's
going into
not.
the
It
playoffs.
does not show me that they're going to the Super Bowl again this year.
I don't care if you're 13-1.
Yeah,
5 of those games in that
They could've
13-1
lost.
were losers, and you got help from
they were
something.
stinkers.
Stinkers. 2 walk-off kicks.
One of them was a block field goal
2
against Denver.
walk-off.
Remember the block field goal in Denver that they won by
Yeah.
3 points? Because come on, dude. Or did they win by 2 or 3? I don't know if that field. Yeah, the field goal would have won Denver the game, so they won by 2. Come on, bro.
Jesus.
Like this is a stinker of a Chiefs team. All right, their biggest cheerleader is Taylor Swift. Their second biggest
That's a pretty good cheerleader to have, though.
Their second biggest cheerleader is Andy Reid.
Travis
All right.
Kelce.
All right, yeah, Kelsey's out there in a skirt too for sure. These guys suck this year, but they're winning games. How? I guess it comes down to
Good
coaching.
defense and good coaching.
They do have Chris Jones.
Good defense and good coaching. That's why they're winning games this year.
Yeah, I guess. But is this a Super Bowl team for you this year?
No.
Who'd you rather see go, honestly?
No,
Chiefs?
Don't ask me who I'd rather see go. Because
Okay.
you know who I'd rather see go. Ask me what I actually think is going to happen. And I actually don't think the Chiefs are going to make Super Bowl this year.
I honestly
I think
don't.
all this luck runs out as soon as those wild card games start, and they're on the fucking clock.
Who's
They're
on-
gonna play
okay.
real fucking football.
See, I
So
see it the
before
other
we
And
move
way.
then
on,
sure.
before we move on, who's on your radar for the Super Bowl? You get 3 teams.
I think we just saw it
3
yesterday.
teams. 3 teams. Pick them now. AFC, and then we'll do NFC. I
AFC,
want
Bills,
Bills,
Raiders, or excuse me,
Bills, Ravens.
Steelers,
Steelers.
No,
I want
Ravens.
Bills, Ravens, Steelers. I don't think they are. I don't know.
Bills, Steelers, and Chiefs.
Lamar Jackson just threw 5 touchdowns. You're counting him out already?
I'm counting that defense out.
He's in the playoffs.
I'm counting that defense
Okay,
out.
fine. I'm going Bills, Ravens, Steelers. I don't know who you're picking.
Who you got? You got to pick 3.
And Bills,
Are there any other
I'm
three?
only putting Bills number
fair point.
1
That's
for
a
no
fair
other
point.
reason.
Think about this for a second.
Chargers, Broncos. Who else is the other wild
Whoa,
card?
What? We're talking. Wait a minute.
I'm thinking about who's going to actually be in the
Yeah.
playoffs for the AFC and trying to pick
okay.
there.
Okay.
I don't think the Broncos are ready yet. I think they will be.
They're in the playoffs, though.
Chargers kind of the same thing. They
I
are.
think Broncos are wild card right now, right?
Yeah.
They're not in the hunt. I think they're a
Chargers.
wild card.
Hey, can you bring up that playoff maker?
Beautiful.
The machine. Can we actually
Look
see
at
the
your
real
hair.
quick? Because I thought I had a really good idea of actually who's in the wild card spots.
Hello,
but now
good
that I'm
morning,
thinking about
gorgeous.
it could be the sickness, or it could just be I've been drinking.
Yeah,
But
come on, dude. So I'm picking Bills number 1 because I'm their fan. But
Texans.
I do
Do you believe in the Texans this year?
No,
not enough
not
to beat any
anymore,
of these teams.
unfortunately.
Not enough to beat the Steelers.
They can't beat the Bills.
You know what? Listen, I don't know if Houston can beat Denver in the playoffs. So
Is that going to be the
This is
wild
as
card
of right
Houston
now.
and Baltimore?
if it ended right now, that's what it is.
That's what it is. I love that. I think Baltimore wins that. Broncos, Steelers. I think Steelers win because of experience, but that's going to be a tough game.
Yeah.
Bills, they might as well.
I'm
not
not
play that
even
game.
convinced.
Bills, Chargers, might as well not play that game.
You're not convinced what?
I'm not convinced that the Steelers, after watching that performance, yes, I know
Let's
Philly's
talk about that game.
a
Though.
great
Come on, dude.
team, but after watching that performance
How are
yesterday,
you a Steelers fan? You're gonna lose. What's their record right now? 10
Kevin,
and 4.
I understand. I do.
Fuck off, please.
I
That's
do
a good
understand.
Steelers team.
Did I watch the game though?
Uh,
Yes. Did I see an absolute poor performance? Without George Pickens, he has nobody to throw to, and he does have people to throw to, but it does not look good.
Listen. I've been saying it all year. I've been saying exactly what you're saying all year. That the Steelers' offense is going to be in trouble when they get into the playoffs because you can't win on field goals. So listen, I completely understand, but I think you're not giving these guys enough credit. You're
I
allowed
hope
to drop a game.
I
You
hope
dropped
I'm
a
over.
game
I know.
to a
I
freaking the number 2 seed in the NFC.
to a very good Eagles team.
Just
You
like if the
dropped.
Bills would have dropped this game against Detroit, I would have totally been okay with
You
that.
didn't look good.
Yes,
played
you would
terrible.
have. But what if the Bills had come out against Detroit and just Josh Allen could do nothing except throw balls in the ground, and he was getting sacked, and
We've seen that before.
Holy shit! It sounds like he's talking about my Bills.
We've seen that
What do you
before.
want me to
We've
tell
seen
you?
Josh
That happens
Allen.
all the time.
this
Go
is just
down,
how I
come
feel.
back
You
up.
want to know how I feel? This is just how I feel.
But there's ups and downs with every team. Again, like
Okay.
Jake
Again,
said earlier, this is a
hopefully-
well-coached Pittsburgh Steelers team, well-coached through Tomlin.
Very well coached.
Arguably one of the best coaches in the NFL right now.
You will learn from this loss. This loss will make you guys better going forward. Now
I guarantee you, they're all in the gym right now, and Tomlin's like, cut the tape, cut the tape. Everybody hit that weed, then you hit the bench again.
You see Tomlin yesterday? He looked so
Yo,
freaking
that's
cool too.
You know him and Snoop
Bad
Dogg.
dude, man.
You know him
Bad
and
dude.
Snoop Dogg are like this.
Well, I don't know what Snoop Dogg's up to, so I hope
Snoop
not.
Dogg is one of the biggest Pittsburgh Steelers fans in
I'm
the
just
world.
hoping that Snoop
So what do you
Dogg's
mean?
not involved in any of the other
Oh, stop
extraneous.
it.
You know, dude, I was thinking about it the
Stop
other day. I
it.
saw him on a T-Mobile
He's not.
commercial. I was like, man, what's he trying to get all this money for right now? Is this going to happen? Is he involved in this shit?
No, absolutely not. I guarantee you, nobody from the West Coast like that is. I guarantee you, Eminem ain't involved, 50 Cent ain't involved, Snoop ain't involved,
Snoop
Dre
was a
ain't
Tupac
involved.
guy, so I don't
Dre's
think-
been spotted at the Diddy parties, but it was just to be there. He left right away, so he ain't involved. None of them dudes are involved.
Anyway, I think you guys are okay. I really do. Now, next week, if you get drummed again, you guys score 10 points, then we get something to worry
Who are
about.
they playing next week?
That's
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Oh no, Ravens, then
Oh,
Chiefs
fuck.
on Christmas.
What time is that game?
Ravens is 4 on
I'm gonna mark that
Saturday.
up. 4 o'clock or 4:05?
4:25 on Saturday.
4:25
On Saturday.
Oh yeah, it's a Saturday game.
We got Texans, Chiefs.
Damn it, we're gonna be
Steelers,
working.
Ravens, Giants, Falcons. Is that Saturday too? We'll see that when it comes up.
I don't know why
Giants,
Russ's
Falcons, who
stats don't
cares?
look as
Why would
bad
you
as
ask about
I remember them looking, but
They're not that good.
they're not great. They're not as horrible as I thought they were, though.
Can you cut Russell one pass? He's had a great season with that team, and I doubted him. He's had a great season with this team.
I don't see the
This doesn't bother me at all.
The
27-13 does not bother me. I think Steelers needed a more humbling game against a really good team.
Yeah, like we said too, they're well coached. You guys are so well coached. I think this is.
He doesn't care.
Am I allowed to feel a certain way
yes,
after a loss?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but you know what? You're going to view this Pittsburgh Steelers team as the glass is half empty kind of team. I'm not with that. They're 10-4 right now. Fuck you if you don't like it. They're going to the playoffs already. Like, be happy about that. Who cares? They lost to the Eagles. The Bills could have lost 57-20 to the Eagles. Who knows what Saquon's going to do? He had a shit game yesterday and he still had a good
Well, I
game.
think that's the defense held him in check.
Right.
Yeah.
Good Pittsburgh defense. Good team. Good football. Good, well-coached football team.
Bengals beat the Titans. Redskins beat the Saints. They benched
What
his name?
was the score in the Rattler? Hey, what was the? Yeah, he fucked up at the end of the game. Didn't he get that last play and screwed it?
No, they
Screwed the pooch?
2 point?
They went for 2
Yeah.
points. They fucked.
He
2
screwed the
points
pooch.
up,
What was the score in that?
Which one?
The Washington.
It was 2019, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They
I
went for
can't
2.
see.
And
What was it?
it was 2019.
Nice, love it.
Hi, Hattie.
So they could have tied it to
Hi,
put it in the
gorgeous.
OT, correct?
Yeah.
Which is another one of those things that they do this year where I don't
Hi,
agree
pretty
with. Where
face.
instead of going to put it in overtime, where you give yourself a chance, you go for the win. I understand the idea, but don't agree with it.
Not
You're
a
absolutely
Rattler.
putting it in the
Not a Rattler.
No, if you had Tom Brady out there, yeah. If you had Josh Allen, yes.
And Rattler was playing good. He had 135 yards passing.
He didn't
I think
play-
it was like, I don't know,
he
4
didn't
for
play
10 or
good.
something. I don't know what it was.
He sucks.
Whatever,
he sucks.
man. You go for overtime.
Here's the thing, though. You're right. He's in the NFL. He's playing. He's making money. Good for him. But you absolutely kick that extra point and put it in overtime. You never say, "Let's win it here," unless you're Campbell.
But hey, if it works out though.
But it almost never does. Does it ever work
Nah,
out?
you're right.
Nah, come on.
Ravens beat the Giants, smacked them up.
Yep.
Cowboys beat the Panthers. We saw that coming.
Yep.
I did not see that. We all picked the Jets on the show. Besides Kevin, you picked the Jags.
And who won? Jets, right?
Jets won.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers
We took the
had
fucking Jags on our pick 'em.
It was tough because the Jets are so bad.
I hate the Jets.
Finally, Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams look like some form of them former shells when they were playing in Green Bay. They look like
Did you
they
see Garrett
came.
Wilson talking a bunch of shit in the sideline in the second quarter, and Rodgers sitting on the bench like this, and he's saying, the fade's open, you throw the fade, baby, what the fuck is this guy doing? He's talking a bunch of shit about Aaron Rodgers in the second quarter, and then Rodgers comes out and goes crazy
Lights
with
him
Devontae
up.
Adams.
Yep.
Whatever.
Basically
fuck
said,
the Jets.
fuck you, Garrett Wilson. As he should. I mean, Garrett Wilson doesn't run this team. Aaron Rodgers does. Okay? And he got a win, and good for him. Now, trust me, he's gonna be throwing this in everybody's faces for weeks. Yeah, I know that we haven't won a lot, but I'll tell you what, we really whooped the shit out of the
This is what this
Jaguars.
team can do.
Yeah, this is what we can do when we're
playing the
faced
Jags.
with adversity, but we have the proper coaching staff, and whoever I pick out to be in the coaching staff, and whoever's the offensive coordinator.
This is
they
absolutely,
agree with me.
literally
yeah.
the worst passing defense in the league, the Jags.
So hopefully Aaron Rodgers goes away next year, and they get a fucking quarterback who's capable of. Bring Zach Wilson back at this point. Who the fuck do you think you are, Aaron Rodgers?
Just draft a guy.
You suck.
Just draft a guy. Take it easy.
I don't care that you just had this blowout game with Devontae Adams. You're terrible. You've done nothing all year. You're out of the playoffs, so I don't know what you're playing for at this point.
Dolphins beat the Texans.
I guess he won because he didn't want to play and lose and have somebody take his position next year. Oh, we're not gonna sink our season so that we get first pick and you get
Aaron's
the
only
quarterback.
signed through this year, right? He had a 2-year deal. Started last year when he ruptured his Achilles.
Do you not feel that maybe perchance they re-sign him next
Why
year?
the fuck?
There's a whole new.
I would hope you
can't
don't.
speculate about
But
anything.
do you think
There's
that's
a whole new.
that they do?
There's a whole
No.
new staff coming in. So who the fuck
Okay.
even?
Right.
Dolphins beat the Texans.
I don't think we need to go through the rest of this
Our
week. I mean,
No,
Hearts
you just
go out
said
to
that
Dubose.
wrong. Texans beat the Dolphins.
Sorry, excuse me.
Thank you.
Texans beat the Dolphins.
Dolphins
Hearts go out to Dubose, who got
shit.
hurt in that game.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm glad to hear it's a head. I'm glad to hear it's a head injury, not a neck
Yes,
injury.
yes.
I'm not glad to say he's injured at all, but I'm glad to
He's safe.
know it's not a
That's what we're saying.
neck injury.
He's
'cause that
safe.
looked-
He's
that
doing
looked
okay.
nasty. Broncos beat the Colts. Who cares?
Knew that.
Bills beat the Lions. Man. We all picked the fucking Lions.
Did we really? I have no faith in my team.
Fuck you, dude. On our fucking pick'ems, I was like,
But here's what I was thinking. Here's what I was thinking.
No, we're not picking the
Here's
Bills.
what I was thinking. I thought there was another game we dropped this season, as it still could happen. And I thought if we're gonna
I don't
drop,
fault you for that.
looking at the rest
I
of the
think Doug
schedule,
said that.
but looking at the rest of the schedule, Patriots, Jets, Patriots. Those are 3 teams I hope we beat. We could lose. I think we would beat them. And then before that, you have the Lions. I'm thinking if we're going to drop one more game, as we probably will, it's got to be Detroit, right?
You guys look good.
It's got to be
You guys
Detroit.
look good.
They look great too. That's the problem.
They look really good, and they are one of the, if not the most hurt team in football.
And they're still outstanding.
Detroit's the best team in football. I don't care. With all those injuries,
So Buffalo's
what
number
they're
2
doing,
for you.
Mhm.
What if the Super Bowl is Detroit Buffalo right now, and you had to put money on it? Say you had to bet your house. Who are you putting your money on?
Buffalo, Detroit's hurt. We just saw that.
But you just said Detroit's the number 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
That makes. I mean, fine.
But they're not going to
I
get healthy
respect
come
that.
time football or the
Super Bowl? You don't think so?
No.
All right.
See,
Goff had a hell of a game, and so did Josh Allen.
Pat's cards.
Wait. We're not talking about this Buffalo-Detroit game at all?
Oh, go ahead. Say what you want to say. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, it's Buffalo-Detroit. This was one of the biggest games of the week. We got to...
It was the game of the week.
All right, well, what's your takeaway from it? Where does Buffalo
I did
go
not
from
like
there?
how Buffalo allowed them back into it, but I understand you were up, 45-28, or was it something? It was something big like that at one point. So you're going to allow them to do something and try to keep it. Campbell's an idiot for trying an onside kick with 11 minutes to go in the fourth
12
quarter.
minutes left. Yeah.
I think if you just kick the ball off and let your defense play, whether they give up 3 or not, like you just keep rolling. Because we saw they scored 14
Because if
points.
they would have only given up 3 on that play rather than go for the onside
Yeah,
and set
I
us
think-
up for the touchdown,
I
you could have been talking a different game here. There's a difference of the final score was 48-42, so there's a difference of 6 points here. So yeah, that's arguably one of the dumbest moves that. And Campbell's known for
Listen,
doing those dumb
I
moves.
like when Campbell does shit, and it usually blows up.
Did you
in
like
his
that
face.
call though?
No.
I thought that was.
No, I like that he does
I'm
that
a
because
Bills
it makes
fan.
it interesting.
I was a Bills fan. I'm a huge Bills fan, and I was totally like, this is unnecessary at this point. You're down, but
I think
it's a
lost in the game.
2-score game with 12 minutes left. You don't give your defense a chance.
They brought it back within 6. I mean, they're
Right.
clearly
So
jumping
could you
out
imagine
of
if you
offense.
didn't give us that free touchdown? What it would have been?
I was very impressed with you guys being able to jump ahead and keep their scoring as low as you could, especially after what happened with you guys with the Rams last week. I think you came into this game a little bit better. Like I said, this is a motion offense like the Rams are, and I thought you guys did very well against it. Now they came back, and I think that was partly because you guys were up so much that you kind of
You
allowed.
know what
them to
I
come
think
back.
about that? I mean, in the grand
Now
scheme of
it would have
things,
been switched if it was fucking Detroit up 45-28. I'm
Like
sorry,
what
but
happened
I
with the
don't think
Rams?
you guys got a shot.
well, then it comes down to clock management. And can you try to get a couple scores within 2 minutes? It comes down to that. And I understand that as well. Here's why the Bills get a pass, even if they would have lost this game. You're playing the best team in the NFL. You're playing the Detroit Lions. That's a pass. I don't care if we win. Just like I said last week, I don't care if we win or lose this game. I'm happy we won it, but I don't care because we're playing literally one of the best teams in the NFL right now.
This might be what the Super Bowl is.
Very well could be. If the Bills don't go to the Super Bowl this year, am I going to be heartbroken? Yes. Am I going to be disappointed? Yes. Am I going to be surprised? Probably not, because this is something that happens to us a lot. I'm used to it.
I would be surprised if you guys don't make it this year.
You got to understand, we can lose any time to a Baltimore team. All right, we can lose any time to the Chiefs because just from the record alone.
If you guys don't go to the
Cincinnati gets.
if you guys don't go to the Super Bowl this year, it's because you're coaching.
I don't believe that.
I do, 100%. Because you just brought up Baltimore. There are so many clear ways to victory to Baltimore right now, especially with that defense being so bad as they are. Of course, Lamar Jackson could do his fucking thing always. But, dude, all you have to fucking do is score points on Baltimore. Because their defense allows you to fucking do it. Same thing against the Bengals. Why do you think the Bengals gave up so many points to Tennessee? Because their defense is awful.
Yeah.
Dude, Baltimore's defense is not good. It's just not good, period. That's why I don't have a lot of faith in them coming into these playoffs, because I don't think they're very good. Lamar Jackson can't win it by himself.
If Baltimore has to face the Bills in the postseason, that's going to be a good game. It's going to be a game for Baltimore to really, if they earn that game and beat the Bills in the playoffs, they deserve to go to a Super Bowl.
Poor Baltimore. They have to get so far up on you that they can predict what you're going to do on offense and still try to have to hold you because they can't actually do it. Like
here's another problem. I don't know if you're stopping this Buffalo Bills offense right now. You can come up with any answer you have, and you still may not. I mean, goddamn.
Pray to the injury gods. Everybody stays fucking
Josh
healthy.
Allen, he's got to make this MVP poll. I know Saquon's amazing. Josh Allen, come on.
Saquon had a very pedestrian game against the
Is there any
Steelers.
stopping this offense?
Saquon, to get the MVP, he had to keep going to that clip. 125 yards a game with a toucher. He just had a game against the Steelers where I think he had like 68 or something like that with no touchers.
Mm-hmm.
Saquon's out of the MVP race.
Yeah.
And
It's Josh
it's not
Allen
because
all the
I don't
way.
want him in there. I think he's wonderful. It's just for a running back to get it, you have to do so fucking much. Look at McCaffrey last year. They still didn't give it
You
to
let
him.
me tell you, finish my Josh Allen thing so I can end it.
Josh Allen is MVP.
He's got to be the MVP.
He is the MVP.
Okay?
It's over. He is the MVP.
If he doesn't get it, I'm pissed. If he doesn't go to a Super Bowl.
Who else is winning it? And don't say Saquon because they're going to give it to Lamar before they give it to Saquon.
Right. It's Josh Allen all the way. He deserves MVP. He deserves a Super Bowl. Let's get him in there. Let's get this
who's the
Super Bowl
MVP
out of the
right
way this year. We need to win it.
Right? I mean, it's pretty clear cut, isn't it? It's Josh Allen.
I think so.
Any arguable
Yeah, dude.
players that you can think of other than Lamar or maybe Jared Goff?
Nah.
No.
Dude, Jared Goff's got so many fucking weapons on that goddamn team now.
But and that's thank you. That's what you reminded me. So I just want to touch before I close off with the Bills. This team that they've given them this year, I was sitting there thinking about it last night, and I was like, well, how is he going to beat the Lions? And then I thought, all these players. So they have Dawson Knox, Dawson Kincaid, Khalil Shakir, Amari Cooper, Keon Coleman, James Cook, Ty Johnson. Right there, I counted 7 weapons that are so incredibly important for Josh Allen as far as like moving forward. I mean, this guy has everybody in the world to throw to, and I think that's why it helps them win these games. I mean, he's got anybody. He's got depth at every
He's
position.
also out there running for 3 touchdowns a game.
He is.
He's
He's
doing his fucking
which is
thing.
great,
He's
but I
playing
mean,
fucking
he
football.
does have the option to throw.
Well, you make a bet
Are
right now.
some of them mediocre
Just
players?
looking.
Who knows? But
Oh, is this the MVP betting?
yeah, Allen, Lamar, Saquon, Goff. There you go. I love
Baker
that.
Mayfield at number 5.
I can't even
Hey.
believe he's in there at number 5. That's
Sam
outstanding.
Darnold.
He's before Darnold? Come on.
TJ Watt? Damn.
Mahomes. Screw you, Mahomes. I don't even want him in this list.
Damn.
This
Wow.
list goes down.
This list is
Wow,
crazy.
wow.
This is a crazy list.
Yeah. Okay, mixing it.
Joe Mixon?
At the end? Are you kidding me?
I mean, what?
That doesn't make sense.
Plus 100,000.
Wow. He ain't getting it.
Fucking Baker Mayfield.
If you're a betting man, you're going Josh Allen at this point.
Fucking Baker?
Make your money back.
Oh, the
Bet 100, win
fucking
100.
Baker train is
or less,
fucking
win
strong
like
this
80.
year. Speaking of Baker, he beat the Chargers decently too. What was it, like 40-17 or something like
Yeah.
that? This poor Chargers team, they're not capable of much.
No.
But they are a good team. They're a good, solid team. They just they don't have it. They don't have it.
We weren't saying that a couple weeks ago. We were saying it was a good
Dobbins got
Chargers
hurt,
team.
and it seemed like the whole fucking floor fell out.
Yeah.
And, Herbert can only do what he can do with McConkey and Quentin Johnston. I mean, who are these motherfuckers? And Disley. And there's just there's no offense.
Yeah.
It's sad. Because he has nothing.
It's like the reverse of Josh Allen breaking off these guys that are okay. Herbert can't break off guys that are okay. He needs superstars.
He's been breaking off guys that are okay all year, but it's not converting to wins.
Right.
It's just,
Yeah.
He's not that good. He's not,
Where's
he's
he
not
at?
a Peyton Manning. He's
Where
not
is
a
Justin
Tom Brady.
Herbert on the MVP race? I'm sorry. We'll talk about Justin.
Homie,
We don't want to get.
don't do that.
I'm sorry.
Don't do that.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
Where is he at? Is he at least number 20?
he's below Jamar Chase.
Is he at least
Geno
at 20?
Smith.
Is he at least at 20? Yes or no?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
It's not bad.
Go fuck yourself.
What? I didn't even say.
I
anything.
just got you to tell me that Justin Herbert was very good a few weeks ago.
He's in the NFL. He has to be good.
You are such,
You're not in the
you
NFL,
all
Frank.
you do is hedge your bets. You're a cocksucker. You know
I'm
that?
sorry.
He's a dick.
I'm sorry.
He's a good quarterback. That's all I've ever
Okay,
said.
fine. I know. He's really good.
All right, let's wrap
I
up
love
week
you.
15.
He's really good.
2 games tonight.
We're gonna come back and do picks, right? for next
Week
week?
15, there's one more
Picks.
game. No, actually, that was everything. We went through everything. That was good.
There's 2 more games.
Can we
but
come back and do
More
picks?
games tonight.
Yeah, tonight. We'll talk
We
about
talked,
those
we,
and do our
we talked
picks.
about the 2 games tonight at,
Okay.
at the beginning of the segment.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about those.
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
Do our
Picking and
picks.
Jake will come back and do some
Do some
pick'ems for
picks,
week
yeah.
60. Bang, bang.
I'm sorry. I like Justin Herbert. I want to like him. I want to like him, but every time I start to like him, he does some.
Week 16, we're back on Piggy and the Jake. We're going to do some pick'ems. Just before we start the pick'ems, I would like to say that my beautiful wife made us all eggnog. Eggnog, what
Very
do you put in?
delicious
Crown
eggnog.
vanilla?
Brown
One more?
salted caramel.
Salted caramel.
Good stuff.
Mm.
Delicious.
That is delicious. Also, Hattie's eating lunch, so if you hear some Aaron screams, I'm sorry, but that's my daughter and I love her. Let's start it off. Broncos Chargers Thursday night.
Who's going first? Me?
Broncos at Chargers. Sorry to say that, but yeah, you can. Anybody can go first. What
I'm
do you
taking
want?
Broncos.
Bronx.
And Chargers are done for the year.
Really?
I think
Really?
Broncos, yeah.
Because this is a close division. Well, a close wild card. This is, I mean, not close because of the Chiefs, but like these guys are number 1 and 2, and I think they both have playoff spots right now.
Denver. I don't care. Denver's winning this. I like Bo Nix.
He's unbelievable.
He is unbelievable. He's doing great. I wouldn't mind seeing him get Rookie of the Year. I don't think he will. But
Who's going to get it? Jaden Daniels?
Jaden Daniels for sure. Absolutely.
Okay.
Jaden Daniels.
I don't know if it's that close. You say
It's not.
absolutely. I
It's
don't
not.
think it's absolutely.
It's not close, but I love Bo. Here, the point I'm trying to get at is I like Bo Nix a lot. I respect what he's doing with this team. I respect
I do
him to
too.
come in and take over a Denver team that was just terrible
I
last
think
year.
his coach looked really good.
I think that is a good coach too. I believe in Pickens.
I do too.
I think he's good. I think they're in the playoffs. Chargers, I don't want to say they're not good, but and I like what Harbaugh's done, but they're not good. They're not good. They're not going. Denver's going. Denver's taking this
I
game.
think they both.
28-17.
That's fine. I also have the Broncos. I'm going to go Broncos to the tune of 30-24. That's actually, I don't know if I should be giving them 24 points against the Broncos too, but that's fine. 30-24 Broncos. What do you got, Adam?
I'm going to take the Chargers. I like Bo Nix too, but I think, I don't know. I think it'll be close, but I think Harbaugh will have his team playing at home. 23 to 17.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I think that if the Chargers win, it's going to have to be a score line like that.
It's going to have to be because I'm going to tell you what, that Chargers defense is not stopping Bo Nix. They're not stopping Javonte. They're not stopping Courtney Sutton. They're not stopping anybody on that Denver's offense. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Can I just point something out about this next game
Yes.
before we start picking it?
Yeah.
I am noticing that Houston is favored in this game, which makes me
That's weird. That's
Houston-
a,
Wonder-
at Kansas City,
that's a
Houston is
gambler's
favored.
dream right there. Maybe how
They're
much?
probably thinking that
How much are they
Mahomes
favored?
isn't playing.
that's
How
why
much
I
are
wanted
they
to bring it
favored?
up. It's right on the screen there, man. 3 points.
Okay. Is Mahomes not playing? Is that what's happening?
I don't.
He had that ankle thing that they cleared up this morning.
Who's their
That
backup?
it was
there?
negative.
Who's their backup?
Carson Wentz.
Wentz. That's right.
No shit.
Mm-hmm. He's terrible.
All right. Regardless, this early, I guess it's tough to tell. I'm gonna take Kansas City.
Hey, real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Was Wentz drafted by Andy Reid in Philly?
No.
No.
Right?
No, he
He was
played for
waiting.
Washington before Philly.
No.
Reid was
He
waiting.
was drafted by Philly.
Oh, okay.
He was drafted by Philly, but
I think he was
Reid
drafted
wasn't
by either Doug Peterson,
Okay.
maybe Chip Kelly.
Okay.
Chip Kelly?
maybe Chip Kelly. Okay, never mind. Sorry, I just had to ask that. Go ahead. You got the Chiefs?
I think the Chiefs. I have to believe that Mahomes will play.
He will.
And
If he physically can, he will.
You will.
you know, I think they'll
They're gonna beat
they'll
Houston.
scrap it out if they have to, but I
Houston's
do
not
think they
good.
come away with a victory. Let's call it close too. Let's call it 20. Let's call it 26 to 23.
And it sucks too because I'm conflicted because I want to start Joe Mixon for fantasy next week for all purposes with Houston. And I think maybe he might be the only guy that actually gets points. I can't see this
Mixon?
happen, I guess, because what are they going to do? You can't. they're going to have a tough time with the secondary. I know Kansas City secondary is not that good.
Kansas City's defense on the
Houston.
whole is very good, though.
Yes.
So, secondary can have a game.
Yeah, I think they do.
Spagnola's no
I
joke.
think Houston's only chance is you get Mixon going. I don't know. I'm conflicted, but either way, if Mahomes is playing, I'm taking Kansas City. Now, if Wentz is playing,
Listen, we're gonna
I'm
pick
taking
this.
Houston.
We're gonna pick this game assuming that
Mahomes is playing.
Mahomes is playing. Okay.
Kansas City 28 to 21.
28-21.
Kansas City.
I'm gonna go lower scoring, but I also am gonna pick the Chiefs. I'm gonna go to the tune of 20-16 Chiefs. Every year around this time, the Chiefs defense gets a little better and a little better and a little stouter.
And they got that.
I
They're
believe,
going to
I
win
believe
that
it's the
Christmas
coaching.
game.
I don't believe it's
I bet
necessarily.
they win that Christmas game. Who are they playing on Christmas? Is it
Probably.
Pittsburgh?
Yeah, Pittsburgh. So I think the defense is going to come into it. I don't like their offense a lot. The Chiefs. I don't like
You don't
their
like
offense.
Hopkins? You don't like Pacheco? You don't like Worthy? You don't like Kelsey? Noah
Yeah,
Gray? None of them guys?
I just don't. So 2016 Chiefs I got.
Okay.
Steelers at Ravens.
Mm.
Big game. Big game. Big game. What do you think? Shalom.
Taking
Finish it.
Baltimore not
Finish
for any
it.
other
Nah,
reason
nah.
I'm taking Baltimore not for any other reason that this is divisional. Pittsburgh won the first time against
Stupid
Baltimore, correct? In Pittsburgh?
In Pittsburgh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now this is a totally different Baltimore Ravens team that wants to get in the playoffs badly.
Yeah.
I think Henry can have a day. I swallowed that egg wrong at the last minute. But I think Henry can have a day. I think Lamar, he's not going to throw 5 touchdowns, but give him 3. Maybe Bateman 1. Maybe Andrews 1 or 2, possibly. Andrews always plays good against the Steelers defense. I don't know why. So if you had him in fantasy, you're starting
Because
Mark
he's
Andrews.
big.
You're starting Mark Andrews in this one. Okay? That's all there is to it. Baltimore, I think it's close because, again, it's divisional. I want to say 24-18. Sorry, 24-17. No, 24-20. 24-20 final score.
24-20,
Baltimore, 24-20.
Baltimore.
That's what I want.
Ratbirds. You want to go? You want me to go, bud?
You can go.
I'm going to pick the Steelers in this one. They get back on track. They are the head of the division. They are a good team. They are capable of winning this game.
We've all agreed they're a great team, well coached.
I don't think that what they lacked on offense last week will carry over into this game, especially with the.
Well, is
Difference.
Pickens playing or no?
It doesn't matter to me. I
That doesn't
I
matter.
really don't think they need Pickens to beat this team.
Okay.
I do not respect the Ravens defense at all.
Do you like Freiermuth at all?
Love Fireman.
Okay.
Love.
What about Najee and Jalen Warren? They have a game.
Love Jalen Warren.
Is Warren okay? Is he healthy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good
Because
time
Warren always has a game against Baltimore for some reason, whereas they tend to slump Najee. We'll see what happens, but
I really like the Steelers' chances of winning this game. I'm picking them, obviously. I think it's close. I think the Ravens have a
I
rough
said
day.
24-20, and that's pretty close.
It's going to be Steelers 23, Ravens 20. 23-20 Steelers.
I like that. I respect that. Actually.
23-20 Steelers.
I don't necessarily think that they need Pickens either. I think it would be helpful, but what I think they do need is TJ Watt, and I don't think he's going to play. I think they're going to be cautious about that.
They should because they're going to the playoffs already.
And,
This is a divisional game, though. They really need to win this game. I think they played
Let me
if
ask
this
you.
was they were playing the fucking I don't know, the Texans or something like this, I think they wouldn't play him.
I get one question. My question is: are they going to the playoffs if they win this or lose this? Are they still in?
Still in.
I mean, technically it's still
They
in.
got a 2-game lead on the Ravens, so even though they
Yeah.
dropped this, they're
Then-
still ahead of the division.
Then hold TJ out if you have to. Who cares?
Yeah,
Because
You
then
want
we-
him. You want him for the playoffs only.
Yeah. Well, that's the. All I'm doing is picking this game,
I gotcha.
and because of that, I don't think that they will. I think that they will be.
Highsmith's healthy,
I
right?
think he is back. Yes, I think they will be overly
boy.
overly cautious, and I think I'm going to take Baltimore in this one. 24-20. 20.
I hate to say it, but here's my thing. I don't think Pittsburgh, I don't want to say it like this, but I don't think they care. I think they're going to go out there and play their hardest, but they don't give a shit who wins this game. They're in.
Can I say
Well,
Baltimore could or
tentatively,
could not be.
They still have
They're
the
not gonna-
Chiefs and Cincinnati after this, so it's not
Chiefs
like
they can beat. Cincinnati they can beat.
I'm just saying it's not.
I have my Paul
A
Kruger
given.
jersey on today. You know, I got Brown
Love
stuff
it.
at his house. I've been a
Fucking
Browns fan
love
my
it.
whole life.
I want you to get a couch.
This
jersey.
week I had
Can you get a couch
I had a
jersey?
shot glass with a Steelers logo delivered to my house that I bought. And I wasn't happy
Can
about
you
it.
get a couch jersey in the future?
I'm picking the Steelers against the Ravens this week, and I don't like it.
If it makes you feel any better, do you know where that Steelers logo originated from?
Cleveland.
Cleveland. Cleveland Steel.
It's not making me feel better.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's right.
But look.
I think you guys won
Look,
this game.
I'm a huge Bills fan, but I respect good teams. Put some respect on there.
All right, we're
Who's
just
the
picking.
Ravens?
We're just picking one game at a
Both
time.
of them.
I'm
Pittsburgh
sorry,
and
I know, we
Ravens.
keep fucking.
All right, yeah, let's go on
I'm
to the
sorry,
next
I'm sorry.
one.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Next game is Giants at Falcons. I really want to pick the Giants in this one.
Me
I
too.
can't.
I have no
just
respect
can't.
for the Falcons.
I just
but
can't. I gotta pick the Falcons.
Look at
But,
this
like,
spread. Look at this spread.
What is it?
10.5.
What are we
By
at?
Atlanta. Good luck.
10.5?
It's because the Giants are so bad, but Kirk Cousins is really shit in the bed.
But the Falcons are really
Hey,
bad.
let me ask you a question. You think Cousins is still, after every game in that ice bath, moaning like a pig? Oh!
Then one night on a plane after a win
Oh.
ruined his whole career.
Crying like a... Oh, my God. I can't take it.
I'm picking the Falcons begrudgingly.
Oh, they're like, Kurt, shut up. You're on a private jet right now. Nah.
16.
Do we need to bring Diddy in here to shut you up?
16-13 Falcons. It's a terrible game.
Yeah.
It's a terrible game.
I'm going to go, you know what, just to screw with this game, I'm going to go 17-12 Falcons. What do you think about that? Four
I
field
know.
goals
Listen,
to the Giants.
I appreciate it because I don't give any of these teams respect.
Yeah. All right. Adam?
I'm gonna take Falcons 24 to 18.
Okay. I guess that's a reasonable score. My score is ridiculous, but
Yeah, these teams are good.
absolutely could happen.
I'm not giving the Giants 18 points.
Whatever. Next game, I want to go first. Can I?
Sure. Patriots at Bills.
What?
No. Lions. At
Where did you
Chicago.
get down there?
ESPN. I did it off my iPad.
Doesn't it say Detroit and Chicago, or am I wrong?
It does.
Okay. So
I want to pick
okay,
Detroit.
okay, I'm sorry. We can do that one next.
I
I'm
want
sorry.
to pick Detroit.
Lions at. Well, let me do my thing, please.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Lions at Bears.
Can I go first now?
Yes.
I want Lions. I want Lions 32
Put you
to...
down for the Bears.
No, I want Lions 32 to 17. No. 32 to 14. Lions.
Okay. I'm just keeping it 17. I'm not going to tell.
There's no reason.
Keep it.
There's no reason to even talk about that.
You really want 32-14?
Oh my God, yes. With Goss playing, and Brown and Gibbs and what's up with Montgomery? Do you know what's up with him or no?
No. What? No.
Okay, well he didn't play a lot yesterday, so I didn't know if he got hurt.
Well, I saw that he was running in the first half, and then it just stopped. But,
Okay,
yeah. I
so
don't-
was that because Gibbs was a hot hand, or was Montgomery?
Yeah,
getting
I
hurt?
think so.
Okay, all right,
I think Montgomery
fair
was
enough.
it.
Didn't that suck that, when you think somebody's doing a little bit better than Montgomery is, but dude, Montgomery can break it at any point. That's the best 1-2 punch.
So
in
can
fucking
Gibbs.
football. I know.
They're both.
It's so good. Both of them are so
Outstanding.
fucking good. What a luxury to have Montgomery and Gibbs.
With
both
that
on each
said,
team.
James
What a
Cook had a
fucking
hell of a fucking game too. I don't care what anybody says.
Ain't wrong about that.
Homeboy
You want to
got
go,
his-
Adam? You want me to
Homeboy
go?
got his hair pulled and still ran in the touchdown.
Yeah, well, you do better when you get your hair pulled
Yeah.
too. So
I guess so.
what?
Go ahead, Adam.
34 to
10.
no, I guess Chicago 21
Really?
points.
Not against this Detroit team, you're not.
34-21.
Not against them coming off of this loss to the Bills. They're going to be pissed.
Let's try to keep in perspective and remember that the Lions have to be, if not the most hurt team in the league. They
Yeah.
have a lot of injuries right now. It's
Right.
on both sides of the ball. They're very hurt. So
Okay.
they're not playing at full strength. So it is not unfathomed. I don't know, you tell me the word I'm trying to look for.
Unfathomable.
It's not crazy to think that the Bears do score 21, 24 points on them.
I don't think that's possible, but okay.
But I do still think they win the game. Their
Yeah.
running backs aren't hurt. Amon St. Brown ain't fucking hurt. Laporta ain't fucking hurt. Goff ain't hurt. So they're going to put us some points here. I got Lions really big. 38 to probably something like 20. 38-20.
Fair enough.
And that's a good Bears defense too. The 38's kind of pushing it a little bit. But
Yeah, but that Detroit Lions offense.
I just think they're trying to get in
High
form.
Octane was able to come back
believe
against
in
the
them.
Bills when they were up by like 28 points. Who knows?
I believe in these. I believe in these Lions.
Okay, yeah, I do too. I totally think they'll win. I'm with you.
Well,
Next game, Browns, Bengals. Do you want me to go first?
why do I have Patriots Bills so high up?
Because you misread it.
I don't know. Maybe you were looking
You
at
misread it. It's fine.
Why do you have a 4 p.m. game before a 1 o'clock game?
It's not. Maybe it's a
No,
possible
no,
flex.
no.
Maybe it's a possible flex, and that's why
look
they're
at
doing
look
that.
at all these 1 o'clock games, and you hit a 4 o'clock game.
That could be a possible flex. They're going to flex it because it's a shit game.
Okay, so what are we doing next, Browns?
That's
Bengals?
what they do at this time of year. Yes, we're doing
Okay.
Browns, Bengals. I'll go first. I'm picking the Bengals by a mile. I don't
I'm
believe in
doing-
Cleveland anymore. As soon as they benched Jameis Winston, I knew their season was over. So
He threw
Bengals,
3 picks on me.
I don't give a
He
shit.
was terrible.
I don't care. So was Deshaun Watson before him. So was a bunch of. I don't need to get into
Don't
that.
you
Cincinnati
fucking say
30,
Falcons. I'll slap you in the
34.
mouth.
Cincinnati 34. Cleveland 17. That's the score.
I appreciate it. 17. Thank you for that.
That's being
Um,
generous.
I got Bengals 28 to 10.
I got the Bengals. Let's go 28 to.
Surprised you guys are going that low because you got to remember Higgins and Jamar Chase
Yeah.
are out there catching balls like they're insane, and Flacco,
21.
Burrow does not suck, so
You only had 6 more points than we did.
and they could probably go more. I should have went probably should have went higher.
What do you want? Go ahead.
What did I say?
So
38?
34-17.
34. Let's go 38. 17. I'm comfortable with that. 38. Next game. I think they score.
This is
score
twice
big
I've
in
had to
that game.
scratch at your score.
I think they scored big in that game, though.
Piece of shit.
Sorry.
Titans at Colts, am I right?
Yeah, we got to go Tennessee.
What?
Yeah. Even though Indianapolis needs to get back on track, they're hopeless. And Jonathan Taylor's shit the bed. And Pittman's no good.
The Colts have turned into the worst story in football. No, that's
Tennessee
not true. One
has
of them.
righted the
Jesus
ship.
Christ, they suck.
Now, does Tennessee go with Mason Rudolph this week? I sure hope so because that's who they need in there. I don't know if Will Levis has heard of what his shit.
Hey, the
got
Colts,
benched,
are
but-
minus 4.5 though this game. They're
I don't
favored
care.
in this game.
Better's dream. Take Tennessee. You got your money. Minus +4. Tennessee.
Detroit's only minus 7, by the way.
I'm gonna go Tennessee 28. I'm gonna go Colts 20. Okay, there you go. That's what's gonna happen in that game. Better's dream. Take the +4 on Tennessee all day. Put a bunch of money on it.
I'm taking the Titans as well. I'm going to go to the tune of something weird, like 20 to 16.
Yeah.
Something
Okay.
weird. It's going to
Well,
be
that's
continuing weird.
+4. That would be good.
The,
that would be a
the,
win.
the thing is 4.5 though, isn't it?
Was
Yeah,
it 4 or 4.5?
So it's not the cover. They're not covering.
They're not covering. You don't think they can cover
Colts-
again?
Colts aren't
Okay.
covering.
All right. No, Tennessee.
Tennessee isn't covering.
I think they can.
You
Pick 'em out,
convinced me. I'll take Tennessee.
Yeah. Come on, dude.
23 to 17.
That's a cover right there. I like that. 6 points. Perfect. Next game.
Just
Oh,
Chargers.
yeah,
Rams
Rams,
at the
Jets. Or
Jets?
can I finally go back to the Patriots, Bills, or what are we fucking doing?
No, Patriots Bills are at the end, homie. They're 4 games after
Wait.
this. Just wait. We got Rams and Jets. Do you have that written down?
Yeah,
All right,
of
well,
course.
what's
I-
the problem?
Because this is a 1 o'clock game that's right here, but it's a 4 o'clock game.
But don't you think that
Minnesota, Seattle, above the 1 o'clock game.
But I think they're doing that because ESPN is considering it a flex. Homie.
Fuck you.
They could flex that
No, you know
game
what?
to bring in something better.
I took this off of ESPN's thing on the iPad.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm mad at you.
But it's not my fault. I didn't do
I
it.
didn't do anything. I'm sorry. Rams at Jets.
All right, Rams and Jets. Can I go pick first, please?
I'm picking first. Fuck
Okay.
you. Rams 31-10.
Ooh. I'm
Right.
definitely thinking Rams are winning. But the way Rodgers and Devontae Adams just played, I'm thinking it's closer. I want to go 28-24 Rams. Is that fair?
It's fair.
Okay. What happened to the...
Don't worry from me.
Okay, I don't mind that.
Sometimes, and I'll just explain this in the
I
camera.
like the
but
Bills.
sometimes when we're talking about things and take a little bit too long, or Adam loses interest, he brings up gay porn, and that's what he's doing right now.
No, this is the Bills. I like that.
Pictures of men in chokers with very little clothing on.
Yeah, look at that. Patriots, Jets, Patriots for the Bills. What a season closer.
Yeah, it must be nice.
Oh.
Must be fucking nice.
No, because we could lose those games. They're divisional. Do we? I don't know if you're stopping. I don't care if you're the Patriots or the Jets. Are you stopping Josh Allen right now going into the playoffs, or do you think he wants the Super Bowl this year, or no? You think this is his year? My wife said that 2 years ago this was our year, and I didn't believe her. And she's right so far. We'll see what happens. I'd love that.
You want to pick, Jake?
I already did. Rams 31-10.
Okay, then I will take the Rams as well, but I give the Jets something. 34 to 23.
I said 28-24, right?
28-24, yeah.
I like that.
I probably should give the Jets 17 or 20.
I think
didn't
him and
though, so let's
Devontae
move
go
on
off.
from it.
I think him and Devontae go off for the rest of the season because they have nothing to play for. He's going to take risks. Sorry. All
No,
right,
you're
next
probably
game.
right. Eagles at Commanders. Divisional game.
Listen to this guy saying Commanders. How do you feel about that?
Poorly.
Not good, but
Very poorly.
if you want me to pick first, this is going to be a great game.
I even wrote Commanders. I wrote it down, Commanders. It's 18 fucking letters and went the whole fucking span of it.
I'll pick first. Can I pick first, please?
Yes.
I'm taking Philadelphia.
Really?
Saquon has about.
I thought you might turn.
Saquon needs about 400 yards, 300 yards to break the NFL rushing record of all time. I'm taking Eagles convincingly. A.J. Brown's been crying like a little girl. He got broken off yesterday. He's going to get broken off against Washington. He needs to stop being a little pussy and be happy that... I'm being serious. He needs to stop being a little girl
yes,
and be happy that his team's winning.
Hattie agrees with you. A.J. Brown's a little bitch.
Okay? He's going to get broken off. Saquon's going to go for 180 to 200 yards. We should do a little over-under side bet. 180
Okay, let's do
over-under. Let's do it because this is the Commanders now. I'm taking the over on 180 yards. I think he has a hell of a game this game. Over-under on 80. He's going to go under and you're going to go
I'm
under.
going to go under. I think he does well.
You think he does 130, 140?
Yeah, maybe not.
See, there's questions.
I'm going like 110-ish.
Okay.
You're going over?
I'm going over. I want him to have the best game
I'm going
of his
under.
life.
I think it's way under. You're going under too, Adam.
And I know what I'm doing is crazy to say, but I want to see it happen. All right, and I'm taking Eagles 32, Washington 28. I think it's a close game. I think Washington can compete. Jaden Daniels is awesome. Should be rookie of the year.
Okay. I'm going to take the Redskins in this game. Commanders. Commies. I'm taking commies in this game.
Nice. Really?
Yes, I am. We just saw the Eagles beat the Steelers, and the Steelers had a bad game, right? 'Tis the season for the good teams to have a little blunder. I think it's a blunder for the Eagles.
Oh, not this game.
I think Jaden Daniels gets ahead of them a little quickly. Maybe it's 10-0 in the first quarter,
He's
and
tough
the
to
Eagles
tackle,
team has to
but-
come back. And
He's
they,
no Jalen
they eventually do come back, but not enough.
All right.
I'm going to have this game 28 for the Commies and 24 for the Eagles.
Okay. I like it. I don't agree with it, but I respect it.
Thank you.
Anything can happen in football, bro.
Anything
Panthers can beat the Bills.
Our
Could
scores
happen.
are close. I got the Eagles 27 to 24.
No way, he's got the Eagles. Right?
Say it. Just say it. Just get it off your
Do you
chest.
think that maybe he's an Eagles fan? I thought this for a long time.
And now you're convincing me. You've convinced me the past couple of weeks.
Definitely an Eagles
So.
fan.
I guarantee you.
Listen, when I met
guarantee
Adam,
you-
he was
listen.
watching an Eagles game and bitching about them losing.
Here's what I picture
That's
Adam
right.
going home. He walks into his bedroom. There's terrible towels on him. There's Roethlisberger jersey, a couple pictures,
A
and
porta
then
potty.
I freaking guarantee you he goes into his bathroom where he shits, and there's Eagles shit everywhere. Jalen Hurts, like fucking a TV that plays Philadelphia games on repeat. I swear to God, a Barkley toilet paper. Oh yeah, Barkley, come here. Oh fuck.
Why would
Yeah.
I want to wipe my ass with it if I love
Just
it so
because that's
much?
how.
Because it feels good.
Yeah, for some reason you enjoy it. I guarantee you. See? Yeah, you know.
I didn't know it.
All right, next game, Arizona, Carolina. Ooh, I'm taking Arizona. Even though I feel like Carolina could give them a run for their money, and there's nothing to win here except pride, I think Arizona can win it because they have a better team.
Okay.
They have Marvin Harrison Jr. He hasn't had a good game in a while. He's due for one against this porous Carolina defense. It's not good.
That's been playing very decent.
Kyler Murray, James Conner is going to have a day.
What's the score?
32, no. Yes, 32 Arizona, Carolina,
Wow.
21 just because of Thielen and frickin'
Wow. Okay. What do you
Chuba
got, Adam?
Hubbard.
Chuba.
Is it Chuba?
No, it's Chuba. But I
Is
like
it Chuba?
saying
I like Chuba too. Chuba Hubbard.
27 to 17.
I thought he was going to say 27-2.
27-17 Cards, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
Okay, I'm picking the Panthers.
You have faith in Bryce Young in this game or what? It is at home.
I have faith that this team has been playing very good against teams besides Dallas last week.
They played great against Philly.
I think they're sick of losing. I think the Cardinals are on the road, and sometimes they have some problems on the road.
Yeah.
And I think the Panthers can sneak this one out.
They can. Absolutely.
I'm going to go 23-20 Panthers.
I just don't think they have the roster
I would love
to beat Arizona.
I would love for the Panthers to win just because it puts the Seattle's
Hey, is
as
Buda
division
Buda
winner.
Baker still playing, or what's his deal? Okay.
Yeah.
I love Buda Baker.
Okay, so we're not going to go to the 4 o'clock game. We're going to go back
Why?
to the 1 o'clock game.
Oh, the Bill. Wait, what was it? Bills.
We're
Bills,
going to
New England?
no, because they got a 4 o'clock game. We're not
I
doing that.
I get to wait. We didn't pick Minnesota Seattle yet.
Because there's a
Jake
4
doesn't-
o'clock game and there's a 1
Oh,
o'clock game you still haven't
sorry.
picked yet.
Gotcha. I pick first.
Patriots at Bills.
I pick first because it's my team.
What you got?
Buffalo, 38. New England, 10.
Adam?
Is that bad?
No, it's just a very.
Buffalo.
I think that's what it's going to be.
Hold on. If Kansas City wins versus Houston, have they locked up the 1 seed?
Done.
I thought they already locked up the 1 seed.
It's done.
Okay, then I'm still taking the Bills. But
I thought they already locked up everything. 1 seed, division, playoff.
28 to.
He means in the whole AFC, not in the
17.
Okay.
28-17? Okay. I got
Buffalo's always going to have something to play for.
I got the Bills too.
Why?
But
Is this New England?
I think they got the foot off the
Because
gas.
I think they want to play for home field advantage.
But that's a 1 seed.
I know
So
that.
if they
I know. I think that, yes, I guess they still typically have a chance. I don't know if... I'm not saying Kansas City locked it up. I think they have, but I don't know for...
all I'm saying is I'm factoring.
I think if Kansas City wins this week, then
I'm
That's it.
factoring in that Kansas City's going to beat Houston, and I'm not giving Buffalo as many. Maybe they start
Right.
Josh Allen and all these players, but maybe they only play 3 quarters.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or they play 2 quarters and they pull them at halftime. That happens a lot, too. I still think Buffalo blows them out. I'm sorry, New England. What have they done? Nothing.
I think they
You're going to come in and beat a... You can't... They couldn't even beat the Bills' second, third, or probably 4 stringers. That's what the problem
I think
is.
the Bills take the foot off the gas this game.
Yeah?
I think they win it. But I think they kind of cruise into they take the foot off the gas. 24-17 Bills.
I don't believe that. I think they absolutely get a bunch of touchdowns right away, and then by halftime they're like, let's pull everybody. It's already 35-0.
I think that's wishful thinking. Vikings at Seahawks. Oh, what do you want to talk about?
No, I don't. I want
Okay.
to go Vikings Seahawks. I like this game. I'm taking the Vikings because I don't believe in the Seahawks anymore after that loss last week. I'm taking the Vikings. What's their record now? Is it 13-2? No, I'm sorry.
12 and
12 and 2. That's what it is.
what are
Is it
they at?
13 and 1 or
11 and 2.
12?
No, they're 11 and 2.
Because they have to play tonight.
That's why.
So we'll
That
find out
makes
tonight.
sense. Right. Love this Vikings team. I love Justin Jefferson. I love Jordan Addison. Aaron Jones is produced all year long. I think he's over 1,000 rushing yards. Good for him because he's in his 30th year. Guy's getting old.
30th year.
Do you know he hasn't missed a game
Of life, right?
Do you know he hasn't missed a game?
Okay, well, you said 30th year, like he's been playing in the NFL for 30 years.
Of life, I'm sorry. I should have, I'm sorry. He's 30 years old, is what I was saying.
Who, Darnold?
Aaron Jones, the running back, who came from Green Bay.
I know
And,
who he is.
Well, you said who?
I didn't hear the name, that's all. You said
Okay.
that's all
I'm
you got.
sorry. So Vikings, let's go.
He's 6'4". He weighs 200.
He's not 6'4". He's probably more like 5'11", maybe 6 foot.
You think he's
6'1",
that short?
6'1", maybe. He's not bigger than.
Look it up.
Anyways, Vikings 31. Who are they playing again? Who are they playing? 31. Who are they
The
playing?
Seahawks.
Seahawks. Thank you. 17. 31-17. Vikings. Great score too. 30 years. Bam. He is 30 years old.
Vikings 24-20.
What'd you pick?
Vikings 24-20.
Okay.
I still respect the Seahawks team.
I don't. Not after Darnold's performances these past couple games.
Oh, wait, how old
Guys
is
throwing 4 or 5 touchdowns a game. Fuck you.
He is little.
5'9". Did I say 5'11"?
Yeah.
6 foot. Okay, so he's shorter than that.
He's not even as tall as Molly.
I could tackle him.
Molly's 5'10".
I'll tackle him for a
No.
mil. Give me one
Molly.
play against him. I'll tackle him for a mil.
He's just 5'9".
I need a
Molly!
bigger.
How tall are you?
Since you're doing that, I'm gonna do this.
5'8". Okay.
He's asking a
Where you
question.
going?
I'm just grabbing a beer. I'm sorry. I know we gotta cut this, and I apologize. It's my
I'm
fault.
not gonna cut you. Just come sit back down here.
I know you're gonna get mad.
Why would I get mad?
I'm going to take the Vikings 28 to
He's up there with me.
23.
So fuck you. What I pick? 32.
31.
31. There you go.
28 to 17.
Yep.
Did I say that?
I don't know.
28
to 23, I think I said.
23.
Okay. There you go.
I got 24. Okay. Jags at Raiders.
Taking the Jags. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
23-17. I don't need to talk about it.
Is O'Connell gonna play this game? I mean,
Who cares? Who cares?
I'm picking the Raiders.
What a shit game. Nobody's gonna watch that.
Raiders 23-17. Get the same score as you. Other way.
Yeah.
2017 Jags.
Next game people will watch just because of the fact of who it is.
49ers at Dolphins?
Yeah, people are gonna watch this game. They're gonna try to hype it up. It's gonna suck. I'm gonna go San Fran 28, Miami 24. They're gonna try to hype this game up. It's gonna suck ass.
Oh, 28-24 doesn't sound like it sucks.
It's not great. It's not 48 to 44, is it?
Most games aren't.
Yeah, unless you're the Bills.
Alright, I got
Two
Dolphins.
gang signs. You don't know what they mean.
I got Dolphins to the tune of 23-20.
What do you have?
23-20 Dolphins.
Yep.
Yeah, I was going to go 24-20 Dolphins.
Okay, perfect.
You got a blanket. You got a blankie. Sweet blanket,
The
bro.
Bucks at Cowboys. I'm picking the Bucks. I'm gonna go first.
Baker.
I got the Bucks big. I got the Bucks 31-21.
It's going to be a good game. Dallas' defense is looking really good right now. They're going to be able to stop Baker, but not
Picking
Baker.
the Bucks, right?
Oh, I have to. I think it's closer though.
So you got.
I'm sorry, I don't want to say this, but I think it's closer.
Okay, what you got?
I'm going to say something stupid here. 28-24 Bucks.
I don't
think
think it's
Dallas
stupid.
is-
I don't think it's stupid.
I just think
It's not
that
stupid.
Trayvon Diggs is really, really good.
I know.
I feel like that's a really amazing quarterback out there who's underrated this year. He's been on a shit team. That's why they've been losing games, but he's been playing amazing.
Dude, Cooper Rush?
No, Trayvon Diggs. Cooper Rush, too, has been playing okay.
Trayvon Diggs is a cornerback.
That's what I said, the cornerback for the defense.
They said quarterback.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But Cooper Rush is playing good. I do appreciate what he's doing. He's winning games. Do they have a chance at They have a chance at a wild card or not? No, right?
It's
They're
over.
done.
It's over.
Their
The
season's
Bucks?
done. No. No, I know the Bucks.
The NFC North got pretty much two of
Dallas.
those spots locked up
Dallas.
immediately with the Vikings and with the things. Or Vikings.
Tampa's in it
Packers.
currently, aren't they? Leading that division for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
That's Atlanta, Saints,
Falcons, Saints,
Falcons.
and Panthers.
Panthers. So they're going to win that division, correct?
Yeah, they're gonna win the division.
So they're in the playoffs.
Mhm.
Yes, I love seeing that.
I want to
That's
pick
awesome.
the Bucks, but I'm going to pick the Cowboys 26 to 23.
Why?
It could, homie, it could.
I don't know. I think they've been playing a little bit
It
better. I
could,
think they've
bro. It could be.
Give me 10 seconds to change your mind.
been okay.
What?
The Bucks quarterback
Bucky Irving,
Baker
Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans.
Baker Mayfield. Does that change your mind?
I love it. I hope I'm wrong. Did you hear what I said? I
Alright.
hope I'm wrong.
What do you got? What's the score?
26 to 23.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Wow. Fuck you. That's not
I'm
nice.
pissed.
Why?
I'm not really pissed.
Fuck you.
Alright, it does. Alright.
All right.
Damn it.
Can I pick the Monday night game right now?
Yeah.
I don't have to talk about this.
Saints at Packers.
Yeah, it's Packers. It's gonna be. Let's go
5 million.
28 to 14 Packers. New Orleans will probably score a touchdown or two, but they suck.
Rattler.
Kamara sucks. This year. Rattler is terrible.
Yeah, we got Packers going all the way around, right?
I think the Packers easily get 4 touchdowns, and I think they only get 4 because they give up and like we don't have to play. We're just gonna whoop
I
their
got
ass.
Packers 30 to 13. So.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I got Packers 35 to
Yeah, it's gonna get ugly. It's probably gonna get ugly.
17.
Yeah, it's gonna get
I
ugly.
got Packers 600 to 2.
All right, well that's week 16 in the books. Hey, so we will not be here next week. What is it, 23rd?
We won't.
We have some
Well, we'll
Christmas
be
things
back
to
for the
do.
New Year.
We'll be back after the New Year. Yeah.
No, before the New Year.
Oh, is that right?
If we do one before Tuesday.
Yeah.
That'll be
It's
the
just
New Year.
next Monday we won't be here. That's all. The Monday after we'll be here. We will do our picks. So I'll make sure I write them down and we'll do our things just so we have it for our.
Oh, maybe put them up on X.
Oh, well, that's the thing. I'll
We
take
can
our picks and out.
definitely do
Hey, we have some outlets
Yeah.
now. So yeah, that's actually a cool thing we'll do. We'll make sure we get our picks in. We'll put them up for you guys. But we will not be here on video next week. That's okay. Enjoy your holiday. Everybody, Merry Christmas. Happy
Happy New
Hanukkah.
Year's.
Happy Kwanzaa.
I like that.
Like I said, we'll be there next week. But we'll have some stuff up on X. We'll have some stuff up on the Instagram and Facebook. So
Yes.
see you guys very, very soon. Thank you for joining us. Piggy and
Alright.
fucking Jake.
Go
Thank
We're
you.
Steelers.
looking forward to the
Go
playoffs.
Bills.
We're looking forward to the playoffs.
Go Steelers, go Bills.
Browns
Alright, that's
next
fine.
year. Next year, Browns. We always cheer for the Browns.
Probably
We
not
love
next
them.
year.
Probably not.
I'll still be cheering for him. I pull for your team. I pull for his team. I pull for
I'm
my
just
team.
a realist.
Those are my
is all.
favorite. I know. I get it.
Probably not.
I know.
They
but
have really
soon.
tied their
But,
own hands up.
all right.
One,
Go
before
Steelers,
we
go
end, one
Browns.
quick thing. Do they let Watson back in the building next year or no?
Oh, I'm sure he gets to do whatever he wants to.
Okay. Well,
Views and masseuses and whatever he wants
if that happens,
Did
then.
you see his Instagram on the yacht?
to do. No, I didn't know.
He's got an Instagram with him on
I didn't
a
know.
yacht.
I'll pull it up after the show. All right, say goodbye.
All right, we'll see you guys. Signing
Who's
off. See you
presenting?
next week.
Is this
Or
because
we'll
of
see you
you?
in 2 weeks.
Is this because of you? Let me get a sip of my beer and then we'll do it. Are you ready?
Yep.
We wish you a Merry Twistmas. We wish you a Merry Twistmas. We wish you a Merry Twistmas and a Happy New Year. Now bring us some piggy pudding. Now bring us some piggy pudding. Now bring us some piggy pudding and oink it right here. We won't oink until we get some. We won't oink until we get some. We won't oink until we get some. So oink it right here.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. That's not vulgar at all.